channel and welcome back to another episode of Tales of Motherhood with Ngozi. How have you all been? I hope you've been well. You can already tell from the title of this video what today's topic is. So let's get right into it. Now, I've been blessed to be a mother for the past 14 years of my life. It is really an honor, and I really do appreciate God for that, because a lot of women don't get that opportunity. If you are a mother, you should be thankful every single day of your life. Now, that being said, how can I measure my success as a parent? We all know there is no physical weighing scale to measure if we are succeeding or if we are failing as parents. So what are those things that if we can achieve them, then we can truly say that we are succeeding in our role as parents? Now, I'm going to be discussing very briefly on these 3 points today. And by the time I finish discussing these points, if I have achieved these points, or if I am on the way to achieving these points, then I can truly say that I am succeeding in my role as a parent. Now, most parents work hard every day to provide the physical materials we think our children need. And we miss out on those things that are really important. Now, point number 1. If I can concentrate more on what I leave in my children rather than what I leave to my children. In this aspect, I'm talking about inheritance and legacy. There's a difference between the two of them. Inheritance, on one hand, are those physical materials. All those other things like landed properties, cars, stocks and shares, huge sums of money in the bank, all those physical materials we leave to our children and loved ones. Legacy, on the other hand, are not physical. Legacy is an impact you leave in someone. For me as a parent, I think I would rather concentrate more on the legacy I leave my kids rather than the inheritance I leave to my kids. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say leaving an inheritance is wrong. I plan to leave an inheritance by God's grace to my children. But I am not going to spend all my time struggling to leave an inheritance and missing out on making an impact in my children's life. I'm going to concentrate more on leaving a legacy to my children rather than leaving an inheritance for them. Now, another difference between inheritance and legacy is that one can thrive without the other. Inheritance, on the other hand, cannot thrive without legacy. Now, when I talk about legacy, I'm talking about those good morals and values, positive values we impact in our children. Things like the love and fear of God, love and caring for others, obedience, discipline, hard work, diligence, respect, and so many other positive values. Now, when you live these positive values, when you try and impact these positive values in your children, when they grow up, a child that has discipline, a child that is hardworking, a child that is diligent will achieve wealth and grow wealth more than a child that has no discipline or hard work as a value. A child without discipline and hard work and diligence will squander wealth. But a child with discipline, diligence, hard work, and every other positive value will not only maintain wealth, but they will increase and multiply wealth. So I think as parents, we should rather concentrate on the legacy we leave in our kids rather than the inheritance we leave to them. It is not what I give to my kids. It is what I do with my kids. Like I said before, a lot of us parents are working so hard so hard to raise our standard of living, to give our children a better future, a better life than we had, to give them all the things that most of us didn't have while we were growing up. But children, they need relationship rather than the material things you can give to them. And because we are too busy spending all our time on work and career, trying to provide all these material things we think our children need, we spend little or no time with them at all. It is very important for us to remember that kids need a relationship with their parents more than they need the physical materials that you can get them. And because we do not spend enough time with our kids, we try to make up for lost times by buying them gifts. Let us not forget that children need relationship. They need to have that bond with you. They need to spend time with you, because it is during that time you spend with them that you can make an impact on their hearts. It is not the quantity of time I spend with my kids, rather it is the quantity of quality time I spend with them. Spending a large amount of time with my kids does not automatically guarantee the right kind of relationship with them, or it does not automatically guarantee a successful relationship with them. Having a successful relationship with my children requires consistent, planned effort. Whenever I'm spending time with my kids, what are those things I try to impact in them? Because guess what? These are the things that will mold and shape them as they grow. Having said this, I'd like to also say that our society today is saturated with all these resource materials that teach us how to raise a child. Parents are constantly struggling, trying to assimilate what they know into their practical lives. Remember, it is not the amount of information you have that makes you a better parent. To be a better parent, you need consistent, planned effort. You have to be intentional and practical in your parenting. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. I hope you found value in this content. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. And please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you soon in my next one. Remain blessed. Bye.